So here are 5 things that can make or break a team dynamic. And none of them have to do with talent. The first one is a culture of selfishness for selflessness. Teams that celebrate selfishness allow individuals to dominate game models. They allow people to tear each other down. They do not play as a unit, and they are easily dismantled against teams that are far less talented, that have a much stronger team sense about them. Teams that can balance that with selflessness will work for one another, protect each other. They'll contribute to the same efforts toward a successful model on game day and in training. The next one is when players don't feel appreciated. The reality is, when effort's not recognized, people stop giving it. And oftentimes players will feel less valued when they feel invisible. And as a coach and as a parent, it is important to understand how best to authentically and genuinely recognize efforts. And in any walk of life, school, sport, work, relationships, if that effort isn't recognized, people will stop putting it forth. And so for some players, it could be a nonverbal reaffirmation. For some, it could be a conversation you have on the side for 5 seconds and saying, hey, I saw that thing you did, I really liked it, keep doing that. For some, it could be just a blanket statement that everyone hears, but they take that and it fuels them. So understanding how to make players feel seen and appreciated. Next one is the false equivalency. This one's tricky. Oftentimes you have players that are really good goal scorers, but they're going to be playing against a team that already knows that. So you have to put a player on who might occupy center backs more as a target than a goal scorer that could free up more opportunities to have some success. Or maybe you have a winger and she's super fast, but you need your winger who has more endurance and who's willing to work harder to make the other team change their playing style or make a sub they don't want to make because they're being run ragged. These are just top of the mind examples. The reality is different roles have different impacts from different games from different players. And because it's a team, we have to measure this each time we take the field. And that example about a player who might occupy 2 center backs and free up opportunities for others to have success, that's not going to show up in any stat sheet. The runs that player who's got more fitness but maybe less speed makes, that's not going to show up on the stat sheet. But those impacts are different based on the scenario. Next one is comparison. Comparison is the thief of joy, the thief of team progress, the thief of team chemistry. And if viewed through the lens of resentment and envy, comparison can absolutely lead to a halt in development. However, comparison, if viewed through a positive lens, looking at behaviors and players and examples that you want players to model and emulate, that can be the rocket fuel they need to expedite their development and to really focus on the things that they can control. The last one is the fun one, the rumor mill, the group chat, the sideline chatter. And oftentimes we as coaches know that these exist. Sometimes we are the focal point, sometimes we're not even involved in them. The only thing I would really say that would make or break a team is players often can hear the way you talk about their teammates or other parents or their coaches or the club. And if it's always negative, how can you expect these young players to have their own opinions based on their own experiences within the game? The game is theirs, and I think it's important to be cautious with what you engage in as a parent in these group chats and on the sideline. Additionally, whether you're a parent or a coach, remember, it's not what you say, it's what they hear. So those are 5 things that can make or break a team dynamic, and there's probably a million more things we can talk about, but that's all I got for today. Thanks.